Now we're going to have Wendy Zi, who is the director of the Neurocritical Care Fellowship Program. And so she has a nice neurocritical care Jeopardy for us.
Where's Rachel? I need help. All right, so this is, instead of Jeopardy, we're going to play a game called Kahoot. So who has not played Kahoot? Oh, you guys don't get out much. Okay, so if you have an iPhone with you, probably an Android, there's an app called Kahoot. K-A-H-O-U-T. So you need to download the app so that you can play. And there's going to be a PIN number. There is the PIN. All right? So when you download the app, great, thank you. You're going to put in this number, 4680338, and then you're going to give yourself a name. Use any name you want, but you still have to identify yourself at the end in case you win, because there will be prizes. This is going to test your attention span for the first half hour of this ceremony, because many of the answers have already been divulged in Dr. Suarez's opening remarks. There may be a few controversial issues about the correct answers that he provided, but we can discuss those. All right, we've got Heidi, H-E, who's that? Betsy, Jess, Obi. Oh, good. I'm glad Obi's here. There will be a few nursing questions. Catherine. Alex. Okay, good. We've got one of our fellows on. Kay. NM. Very cryptic. The brain. Oh, there's a winner. Suzanne. All right, Susanna, we're going to test your knowledge of Hopkins. If you win this, everyone else is going to look pretty bad. Cusack. Is Tom here? Wow, Aaron. Great. All right. Do we have any other players? John. Rachel. Anyone else willing? Mark? Okay, good. Catherine? JB? KB? Jabal. Oh, there's a brave one with a brain beside her name. Austin. All right, Austin. Let's see what you remember from the past. Depew. Oh, Depew, you're gonna ace this. You've been here forever. All right. Brambley. Hannah. Oh, Hannah, you may ace this. Okay. A few people wish to remain anonymous. A little bit worried, I guess. Nothing to be worried about. Coma. Oh. All right, Coma. I think I know who you are. All right. Do we have anybody else still trying to get on? Yes, okay. Oh, hypertonic saline? Oh, please. Patient. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to give you a couple more minutes. Anyone else still trying to get on? AM. Dan. Oh, is that the real Dan? Oh, Dan's going to ace this too. All right. Anyone else willing to join? Not Cusack. Oh. I could only guess who that is. Oh, Mike. That's got to be Halstead. All right. Okay, are we good to go? No, not yet. Felissa and Ski, oh my goodness. I expect great things from you guys. Salia, all right. Now, I will tell you that if you've never played, there's going to be a question. There are 24 questions. Every question has 4 answers. The answers are color-coded. When you look at your phone, there are going to be 4 color boxes. You're going to choose the correct answer. You only have 1 chance. You can't go back if you make a mistake. And there's only 1 right answer for most of them. And if you, it's not just getting the right answer, it's how fast you get the right answer. So the points accumulate with not just getting the right answer, but how quickly you do it. You push the box, the correct box. All right, KC. Oh, Justin is on. Oh my goodness. All right, now we've got real competition. All right. Anyone else still trying to get on? Obi's there. Look out for Obi. Yeah, look out for Obi, I know. All right. Is there anyone else still trying to load the app? Okay. We got one more still coming on. Yeah, so 1 chance to push the correct color. I will read the answers. Brainstem. All right. I hope the cortex is working as well. Vishank. I'm glad you're brave today. All right. Now we got a team now. All right. Anyone else? Okay. Shall we go? Are we good to go? All right, we're going to start. Oh, AM. Oh, what? Oh, these are same people. Okay, guys, let's start. All right, is everyone ready to play? This is a question that is just to get you guys started on how to play. All right, all answers get points, okay? These are all correct. Choose one of the boxes, just practice pressing the correct box. By the way, you have 20 seconds to answer each question. And if the timer goes out and you haven't pushed one of the boxes, then you're not going to get points. All right, everyone seems to be ready, except for 2 people who are going to win. Okay. All right. Woohoo! We have, well, we already have people on the scoreboard, including Susanna. I mean, she's going to embarrass us all. Fun facts about the Johns Hopkins Hospital. Opened in 1887, only hospital in the USA to be ranked #1 for 22 years in a row, 2nd research university in the United States, or site where latex surgical gloves were first used. What is the answer? Oh my goodness. It is number green, all right? Site where surgical latex gloves were first used. It did not open in 1887, it opened in 1889. It was the only hospital to be ranked #1 for 21 years, and it was the first research university in the United States. Excuse me, you guys, we're not listening to Jose. All right. Next question. Whoa, go Justin. Which of the following on your nursing schedule for all the nurses of the past used to indicate your most loyal service to the NCCU? Was it on-call? Was it PTO? Was it red square? Or was it purple square? Thanks to Betsy for this question. Felissa, are you there? I expect you to get this right. Obi, are you there? All right. Guys, it was red square, and that meant you were going to be on call that day. And do we have a winner? How many people got that? 7 people got that. I'm going to guess they were all from nursing. All right. Who's working up? Brainstem. Who is Brainstem? Justin's still in second. Betsy's in third. All right, let's go. Who was the first fellow to graduate from the Johns Hopkins University Neurocritical Care Fellowship Program? Was it Mark Schnitzer, Mark Feldman, Michael Diringer, or Jeffrey Ling? If you guys have ever taken a look at the plaques outside the administrative office on Phipps 4, you will know the answer to this. It was in 1984, by the way. Oh my goodness, 26 correct answers. Yes, it was Mark Feldman. Fantastic. Oh, Justin's back on top. Brainstem, hypertonic Sally. Hypertonic Sally, I like that. Who's Brainstem? Mike's doing well, and Rachel. All right, guys. How many fellows in total have graduated from the Johns Hopkins University Neurocritical Care Fellowship, including this year? And those are our fellows this year, except for Alex, who was on call at Bayview, but he's here today. And you heard this answer from Jose earlier this morning, in fact. 108, 110, 112, or 114? Yes, it was 112. 20 people got that correct. Good job. We still got Justin at the top. But not far behind is Brainstem. And Mike's climbing up. Oh, and Dan's on the board now. Woohoo! And Salia. Good job, guys. All right. In 2004, which author wrote a book featuring the Johns Hopkins Hospital Neurocritical Care Unit entitled Back from the Brink? Was it Harold Johnson, Anton Chekhov, John Matthew Gillen, or Edward Sylvester? It was not Anton Chekhov, by the way. Was it? Very good. For those who guessed Edward Sylvester. And let's see. Oh, my goodness. Brainstem does have a cortex. Who is that? and Mark, who was actually the director of the Neurocritical Care Unit at the time that Edward Sylvester wrote that book, is coming up. Dan's not far behind. Justin's falling a little back. And Cusack. Man, what's going on with Cusack? Who was responsible for a massive number of stickers with this name decorating the Neurocritical Care Unit at the Bayview Medical Center in 2019? That name is one of our previous fellows who happens to be in the audience, but he didn't make those stickers. Somebody else who is not in the audience but was on the boat last night is. Was it Sungmin Cho, Jennifer Creed, Matt Sharrock, or Aaron Gusden? You got it, Aaron Gusden. I still find stickers in the Bayview Neurocritical Care Unit with Eunice Myassi's name on them. All right, Brainstem in the lead. Mark not far behind. Dan, wow, it's top tier contestants here. Cusack and Salia. Wow, you guys are doing well. Which of these TCD techs is an apiarist? Do you know what an apiarist is? It is a beekeeper. Is it Alexander Razumovsky, who happens to be in the audience, Vladimir Ponomarev, Nicole Yakis, or Mary Beamer? Let's see if we know, if we have a lot of knowledge of, it was not Vlad, no, it is Nicole. If you talk to Nicole, she will tell you all about her beekeeping activities at her home, and it's fantastically interesting. All right, who's moving up? Mark. Brainstem, Dan, Cusack, and Salia. The lead is starting to increase. Which graduating class of fellows had all female graduates? 2004 and 22. A couple of them are in the front row there. 2003 and 21, 2005 and 21, 2003 and 22. Their names were in the beginning, Connie Chen, Anise Ardelt, Wendy Wright in the early group, and then Nabal Rizik, who's in the audience, and Lindsay Laws, and Lucy Zhang, and Veronica Silnicki, who's also in the audience. Do we have an answer? It was 2004 and 22. Good job, guys, who got that right. And yes, it was. And who do we have moving up? Mark, Cusack, Brainstem, Betsy, and Dan. All right. Next question. Which were the most feared rounds by neurocritical care fellows at the Johns Hopkins Hospital? Were they milieu rounds? Felissa, are you listening? Were they, this panel's here, were they hero review, Friday debrief, or neurosurgery M&M? And I guess this is a little subjective, so just think of when I was a fellow. It was the milieu rounds on Friday morning with, guess who, Ski Lauer. All fellows feared the milieu rounds, as Mark Mirsky can attest to. All right, you see Mark's taken a lead here again. He knows. What was the physical location of the first neurocritical care unit at Johns Hopkins Hospital? Now, this one you heard one of the answers to. It was not the correct answer, I just want you to know, but Betsy Zink has provided a different answer, and so one of the answers is correct, but it might not be the one that you heard earlier. So we may have to duel that one out later. It was Halstead 3. Is that correct, Jose? I think you said Halstead 6. It was 6. Ah. Okay. Sorry, we have one wrong answer. All right. But Betsy moves up. Go, Betsy. How many locations has the NCCU at Johns Hopkins had? This is a little bit complicated. Did it go, were there 3 iterations of Meyer 7, 2 iterations of Meyer 7, and was there a split between the iterations of Meyer 7? This all depends on how many beds Meyer 7 had at the time. A little bit tricky. You had to be there. Yes, it was Halstead, then Meyer 7, Meyer 7, Meyer 7, with various iterations, and then Zayed 3. Correct. Mark, yeah. Let's see, not Cusack coming up, and Brambley. Brainstem's still up there. What was the Bayview Medical Center first called? Was it the Baltimore City Hospital, the Francis Scott Key Medical Center, the Grace Medical Center, or the Baltimore County and Town Almshouse? Okay, it was the Francis Scott Key Medical Center after it was bought up by Hopkins, and it was Baltimore City Hospital before that. We got to mix up the scores a little bit. Brambley coming up. Mark still on top. Which director of the neurology department at Johns Hopkins University sailed across the Atlantic? I borrowed this from the Department of Neurology Kahoot quiz questions. Was it Justin MacArthur, Jack Griffin, Dick Johnson, or Guy McCann? You got to know your neurology department chairs. It was Guy McCann. You guys did well. It was not Justin MacArthur. He would have told you. All right, Betsy in the lead. My goodness. How much was the Johns Hopkins bequest that started the hospital and university in 1873? Was it 20 million, 10 million, 7 million, or 5 million? If you read the book that you received at graduation, you would know. It was 7 million. Good job, guys. That was a lot of money back then. All right, Mark on top, NM, the mysterious NM coming up. Betsy, Brainstem, and Brambley, still at the top here. When was the ribbon cut on the first neurocritical care unit at Johns Hopkins Hospital? Was it 1979, 1983, 1985, or 1987? That is not Dan Hanley cutting the ribbon. It was 1985. Even though the unit was opened in 1984, it came 1 year later that they cut the ribbon, or so I'm told. Betsy is on top still. Brainstem coming back up. Mark, Brambley, and NM. Which order of NCCU nursing directors is correct? Ski, Gail, Dina, Carissa, or any of those other combinations? And you see Ski, Gail, and Dina there in the picture. All right, good job. I think most everyone got that. All right, Betsy Brainstem, Mark Bramley, KJB. I'm not sure who that is yet. Type the answer. How many hospitals does Johns Hopkins Medicine have? You can type a number, please. It's giving you a little more time for this one. Think about all those hospitals as of 2022. Wow, lots of answers, but 10 people got it correct. 6 hospitals, including the ones in the DC area here, Washington, Baltimore area, and the St. Petersburg Hospital in Florida. Who's on top now? Betsy. Betsy Bramley Brainstem, Mark KJB. For how many weeks was the Johns Hopkins Hospital Neurocritical Care Unit operating as a COVID unit back in 2020? You might be surprised. Betsy confirmed the answer to this. It was, in fact, 2 weeks. We all wished it was longer, but it was only 2 weeks. Look at same leaders. The best memories during the COVID-19 surge from the NCCU were awaiting neuroinflammatory markers in the CSF of COVID-19 patients, not having to see anyone except on Zoom, awaiting one's turn in the COVID-19 vaccine lottery, or Dr. Suarez's nightly YouTube music selections. If you were there, you would remember. But you can probably guess. Yes, indeed. Dr. Suarez provided a YouTube video with a song every night. Some people took turns at this. It was very anxiety relieving during a time of stress. Same people on top. We need to mix it up. Who is this? Is it a barista at the Daily Grind? A neurocritical care fellow pretending to be a barista? A dog trainer pretending to be a neurocritical care fellow? Or a barista at the Balducci coffee shop? This should not be difficult. Yes, indeed. It was Dr. Eunice Mayasi sitting in the audience here. Still having Betsy on top. I don't know, Betsy. Which unit at the Johns Hopkins Hospital was briefly used for neurocritical care patients during construction of the Myers 7 unit? This is the wrong picture, but was it Halsted 5, Halsted 6, Osler 5, or the morgue? I assure you it was not the morgue. Okay, Halsted 6. Yes, it was. We had a brief period where we went down to Halsted 6 every day to do rounds. Oh, nice. Cusack is back with an answer streak of 3. I don't see you on the scoreboard, Cusack. I don't know. Which of these people were the founding staff of the Johns Hopkins Hospital? William Welsh, William Halsted, Alfred Blaylock, Howard Kelly, William, you can read the names, but basically there were the Welsh, Osler, Halsted, Kelly, or Blaylock, or Cushing combination. All right, well, it was in fact the 3 Williams and Howard Kelly who were the founding fathers, and we now have Bramley, Betsy, Brainstem, Dan, and Justin. All right, last question. Which is the best dressed male neurointensivist at Johns Hopkins Hospital? Is it Romer Geocaden, or Jeff Ling, or Mark Mirsky, or Jose Suarez? And I'm sorry if I didn't have a place to put all of you, of course, but I could not be very subjective in this case, so everybody wins here. So free points for everyone. Faster you push the button, the more points you get. Oh, well, there you go. Look who, some points there. All right, podium. Brambley, number 3. Dan, number 2. And number 1 is Brainstem. Woohoo! All right. Okay, we have some small prizes. Can Brainstem, Dan, and Brambley come to the stage to pick up your prize? Okay. Who is Brainstem? You're Brainstem. Fantastic. Congratulations.
You're better than a brainstem.
Brainstem. Exactly.
I don't know whether you guys know, but we have the same birthday.
We sure do. Not the same year, though.
Not this. Karen's much more mature than I am.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Brambley, we have the Johns Hopkins Bear with surgical scrubs.
Nice.
For runner-up number 2, we have somebody at Johns Hopkins loves me. Hopefully that's true. And for number 1 winner, we have the Starbucks gift card. They should. Thank you. Thank you.
Great.